7:41 p.m. Wednesday, October 2nd.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Present.
Councilman Cardini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Not present.
Councilman Martin.
Present.
Councilman Cardini, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we do not have any preliminary matters tonight, so moving right on to our regular business. Item number 2. So the first item is the correction and adoption of the minutes from the September 18th, 2024 meeting. And Councilwoman Martin, did you have to take that item tonight?
Yes, thank you, Supervisor. I had a moment to go over, well, actually, I went over the draft minutes, and I have to abstain because I was not
Oh,
present.
that's right, you were here. Cardini, sorry
Sure.
about that. Sorry.
I reviewed the draft of the minutes. I see no errors and omissions, and I make a motion that we accept them as written.
A second?
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Cardini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Abstain.
Thank you, and motion carried.
Okay, item number 2 tonight is the consideration of all fund bills. And Councilwoman Martin, would you take that item?
That I can take. So I did review the fund bills earlier today, and I make a motion to approve the payment of $427,590.36.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Cardini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, quite a bit of correspondence. It's been busy here in the little town of Boston. We have a total of 21 items of correspondence, all received and on file in the town clerk's office, and they are all as follows. NYSEG, the truth about smart meters. This was a press release that they sent out that was dated September 2024. Item number 2 is the minutes from the Lancaster and Lockport Community Leaders Meeting dated September 16th, 2024. Anybody has any questions or feelings or opinions on the smart meters? There's quite a bit of information there. I shared a little bit of that at the last board meeting. This is what I promised would be in this meeting. Item 3 is a letter from the Department of Environmental Conservation, which is a wetland CO-3 boundary delineation report. Item 4 is a PenFlex cover letter. Item 5 is another PenFlex letter for the annual report of the Town of Boston Fire District Service Award Point Program as of January 1st, 2024. Item 6 is from PenFlex again, which is the Service Award Point Program Executive Summary. Item 7 is the Boston Emergency Squad 2023 Form 990, which is a contractual requirement for them to submit. Item number 8 is the Association of Towns training from October, or dated for October 28th, 2024 for planning and zoning members. Item number 9 is the Erie County Disaster Preparedness Board tornado presentation dated September 24th, 2024. If you have any interest in looking about tornadoes, Mike Fries from National Weather Service has some great information there. Item 10 is the Western New York 2024 presentation from Erie County OEM, which is the Office of Emergency Management. Item 11 is a letter from Allstate, which is regarding a claim regarding 219. This was sent in to us because there was a motor vehicle accident. They thought the town owned the 219. Thank goodness we do not. But it was a guardrail damage, and no problem on our end, folks. Item 12 is a letter from the Department of Agricultural Markets, AML 305A, which is a review concerning the Town of Boston zoning and its application to Horseshoe Hill Farm LLC from the Erie County Agricultural District number 15. Item 13 is the August 2024 cash balances. Item number 14 is the August 2024 income statement. Item number 15 is the 2025 tentative budget. Item 16 is the 2025 tentative budget summary. No, there's a lot here, sorry folks. Item number 17 is an application for use of meeting facility for myself, for meeting for employees. This was a health benefits meeting that we had this past week. Item number 18 is the application for use of meeting facility from myself. There's a public meeting next week for a budget presentation on Wednesday. I'll have more on that later. Item number 19 is an application for use of meeting facility for the Comprehensive Plan Public Workshop. Item number 20 is the application for use of meeting facility for the budget presentation. And the item number 21 is an application for use of meeting facility for New York State Electric and Gas. Again, all those items are on file in the town clerk's office or available on the website when they're board packet. Moving along to new business. First item is request from the floor. I do know that we have some sheriff deputies here, if the folks don't mind. Deputies, if you want to pop in and talk a little bit about your program, if you want to come to the microphone, feel free. This is good news for the public, and actually this is based off of, while they're walking up here, I'll put them on the spot a little bit, but I know we've had some folks come into our town board meetings, and both of these fine gentlemen here came into the supervisor forum that happens once a month over in East Aurora, and the county sheriff put together this program to engage with community. So I know we've had some folks coming in regarding speed limit concerns and other matters in the town. Some of these things, as I've always said, we're a governing board, we're not an authority board, but that's where you can work with the sheriff's office. So if there's any problems, any issues, we now have a fantastic point of contact with you folks, and so I don't want to steal all your thunder. That's all yours.
Thank you. I'm Deputy Miller, this is Deputy Mohawk. We're part of the newly formed community engagement team. One of our duties is to attend board meetings and hear the concerns that are going around in our patrol districts. Like you said, it could be a speeding complaint. We can sit in the area and we'll conduct numbers, and we can give back to either the county or the town on what's going on in this road, the concerns, the accidents, etc. We're a liaison for the town. I'm covering 6 towns in the southeast part of the county. Deputy Mohawk's covering a lot of the towns over by the lake. My partner working hand in hand, do it together. I've been in this district at least over 7 years, so I have a good idea what's going on in the area. But now being involved, hopefully I can hear some concerns from other residents. They can bring it up at the meetings. It'll be a regular basis. I'll be here. I'll try to be at least once a month if I can, if not both. And you can voice concerns at the meeting or reach out to me on the side, and we can talk about what's going on. A lot of people won't feel comfortable just calling 911, or we have a lot of disconnect. It's no fault to the deputies. It's just they go handle business, take the 911 call, and then leave, and there's no follow-up. We're trying to be a little more personable with the public and a little more involved with the Airsport Patrol. You don't have your own police here, but we're it between us and state police, and we kind of work hand in hand, sharing information as well.
Yeah, first, just thank you for having us. We met with Supervisor a few times now, but it's nice to meet the rest of the board, put some faces to some names here, well, mostly doing this. But you're gonna see a lot more of us, like you said, we're gonna be around hanging out, community events, just showing our presence, building that relationship, and we're gonna be here for you guys. And community events, just to be out there and make some engagements, but at the same time, like you said, smaller quality of life issues that sometimes we don't really have time for. Normal road patrol guys, but we're going to be here to concentrate on those issues, and we'll hopefully have a monthly report for you guys.
And I pulled some stuff up before just to get a jump on it. So the sheriff, I just pulled the sheriff's office numbers. We had 247 calls in the month of September in the town of Boston. That's miscellaneous. It could be anything from a twig in the road to a violent domestic. I'm not going to go through every call. We did 60 premise checks, which are often checking town parks, businesses, whether it's 7-Eleven at Boston Town Hall, North Boston Park is a frequent one. 12 traffic stops. We assisted EMS 10 times, went to 4 accidents, and we had 2 arrests. I'll try to do that on a monthly basis to give people an idea of what we're doing in the town, and give them a little more understanding. Sometimes people have no idea what's going on, and other times people know more than they probably should from watching it.
Facebook knows more than everyone, right?
And we have information that I think we can spread around for us. Community as well can reach out to us. We're on call pretty much. We can always touch base if somebody asks questions or clarify something for you guys just as well as the community too. So.
Also, the town can request us to come to an event, fire companies, Boston Emergency Squad, or it can be someone from the public who's hosting. Like a recent one we did was the Zor Valley Moto event. There was thousands of people there. That's a private event. The owner got in touch with me and asked us to kind of show face, and we were there, it was a good PR. I actually got a lot of information on what's going on in that town, just from being there, people came up to me, and, so that's our whole goal, is to make some progress with that.
Do you guys have a business card?
I'm working on it, I'm new
Okay.
to doing, Deputy Mohawk does.
Yeah. If you,
Would you like one?
yeah.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
what I'll do for the board, from the supervisor group, there, the sergeant for the group that was out to the supervisor meeting on Tuesday, I'll get everybody's contact information, I'm sure.
I will let announce that.
It's hard enough phone.
Hard to phone, yeah.
We're building this from the ground up. Good stuff.
I'll take one of those too.
I can make some info for you guys after.
Yeah, we'll be back, so.
Yeah, yeah, so I'll get everybody's contact information, I'll mail it out to everybody on the board.
Kelly Martin, nice to meet you.
It's pretty good, I've seen you guys a lot lately. That's a good thing,
Any
so,
questions from everyone?
yeah, I mean, while they're here,
All right.
Yes, we'll be here.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.
thank you, deputies, appreciate it, thank you for your service. All right, the floor is, it's still open. I know we had some guests here tonight, so if anyone would like to come up to the microphone, has any statements, please come up to the microphone, state your name, address, and there's 3 minutes each.
Hi, my name is Mitch Tucker, Chair of the Conservation Advisory Council here of Town of Boston, 8500 Boston State Road. Just want to give a quick report back to the board and community about our LEAF event that we had back in September on the 14th. It was a very well attended event, probably our best event yet. Pam's shaking her head affirmatively back there. We had over 200 community members joining, participating, and interacting with about 24 different groups throughout the region, including private businesses, county and state organizations, and nonprofit organizations, with a focus on getting Town of Boston residents engaged with their environment and just learning a little bit about some of the organizations and services that they have available to them here in the Town of Boston. In addition, we ran our 3rd installment of the Beauty of Boston photo contest, and I forgot to write down our winners, but we have those posted on social media, and we'll have all of the photographs displayed in Town Hall before too long. So just thanks to everybody that supports the work we do here at the Conservation Advisory Council. Oh, and including the sheriffs who joined us at the event as well.
Okay.
Good evening. My name is Alan Green. I'm resident at 5925 Woodley Court. We have not received any communication from the Town of Boston following the board meeting on August 21st regarding our request for a comprehensive account and explanation of the town's actions, behavior, and misconduct, as well as the use of town resources and taxpayer funds in connection with the narrative titled 5925 Woodley Green versus 5931 Woodley Stephen. The correct title should be the Town of Boston and 5931 Woodley Stephen versus 5925 Woodley Court Green. After several attempts to reach Supervisor Keating, he informed me that these matters have been referred to the town attorney, who unfortunately has indicated a reluctance to meet with us. We have since reached out to the town attorney for an update on the status of our request for a detailed response, accountability, and resolution concerning the issues we raised during the August 21st board meeting. We are eager to know what actions, if any, have been taken. Furthermore, we are requesting a face-to-face meeting with town officials, our attorney, and ourselves. The situation has persisted for years, and we believe that such a meeting is essential for moving towards a resolution. Thank you.
Excuse me, thank you. Okay, with no other comment, the floor is closed. All right, moving right along. Second item of business tonight is Resolution 2024-60, which is, this is a resolution for public hearing on establishment of a Deanna Drive Extension Subdivision Lighting District. And Councilwoman Sadi, would you like to take that up?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2024-60, whereas there's a written petition to create a lighting district as presented to the town board on August 5th, whereas the lighting district of the town of Boston would be certified and published in the official newspaper. And I would like to make a motion to approve this extension of subdivision lighting district on Deanna Drive.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 3 tonight is Resolution 2024-61, which is property cleanup charges. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Supervisor, I make a motion to approve resolution 2024-61, whereas New York State town law, property cleanup charges may be collected using enforcement and collection of unpaid town taxes or assessments for special improvements. The property at 9287 Boston State Road has been, has fallen into disrepair and deemed by the town code enforcement officer as a safety hazard. So I make a motion to assess these cleanup charges of $1,500.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
That property looks much better now. For those who are wondering what the address is, that's Wertz Funeral Home. I know there's been a lot of discussion on that property for quite some time. And just, again, based off of public feedback, we took that action. There's some rumblings. I'll follow up in my report, but there's some talk about what's going on with that property, so I have some follow-ups on that item. Item number 4 is Resolution 2024-62, unpaid water bills. And Councilman Curtis, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. Pursuant to New York State law, or town law, unpaid water bills may be collected using the methods for enforcement and collection of unpaid town taxes or assessments for special improvements. I'd like to make a motion that the Town of Boston Board passes this resolution that allows the Boston tax assessor, or I'm sorry, the Boston assessor in the Erie County Finance Department to place the following parcels on the unpaid 2025 tax roll as it relates to water in the amount of $5628. Do I need to read all these?
No.
Okay, very good. The motion's on the floor.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 5, there was some discussion regarding Resolution 2024-63 downstairs in the work session. I know some folks were down there. This is to approve changes to the tentative budget to create the town board's preliminary budget. I'd like to make a motion to table that item tonight based off our discussion downstairs.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 6 is to schedule a public hearing on the preliminary budget for October 16th, 2024 at 7:45 p.m. I'd like to make a motion, since I'm the one responsible for the budget, I'd like to make a motion to approve, to schedule, a public hearing on the preliminary budget dated October 16th, which is our next town board meeting, at 7:45 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item 7 is to schedule another public hearing for the establishment of the Deanna Drive Extension Subdivision Lighting District, also on October 16th, 2024 at 7:30 p.m. And Councilman Curtis, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to schedule a public hearing for the establishment of Deanna Drive Extension Subdivision Lighting District for October 16th, 2024 at 7:30 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Salvi,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, one more public hearing. Item 7 is to schedule another public hearing for the, schedule a public hearing for the Federal Community Development Block Grant, also known as the CDBG grant, on October 16th, 2024 at 7:40 p.m. And Councilwoman Sully, would you like to take that item?
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to schedule a public hearing for the Federal Community Development Grant for October 16th, 2024 at 7:40 PM.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 9 is a request from the Zoning Board of Appeals Chairwoman Lisa Rude to attend the Association of Towns Planning and Zoning School. And when it's, I'll take this item. So that there's a training come up on October 28th. Planning and Zoning Board members, they are required by law to keep continuing education credits going on. So I'd like to make a motion to approve Lisa Rude to attend that training.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Last item under new business, item 10 is approval of new member for Boston Fire Company Junior Fighter Program. Councilman Cardicini, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to make a motion that we approve Elizabeth Meyer for active duty in the junior firefighter program at the Boston Fire Company. We were missing her application the last round, and paperwork caught up, so I'd like to make a motion to approve Elizabeth this evening.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, one item under old business tonight. That one item is Resolution 2024-57, which was tabled from our last meeting. This was authorization to enter into a professional services agreement with Firefly Admin Incorporated for the administration of the LoSAP. LoSAP is Length of Service Award Point Program. Councilman Cardicini, should I take that?
It would be my pleasure. I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 2024-57, which authorizes the town to enter into a professional services agreement with Firefly Administrative for the administration of the LoSAP program. We've had an exhausting review of this, and this is a very good program to serve our first responders in this community, and it is a pleasure to put the resolution on the table.
I will second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, that is it for our business tonight. On to our reports and presentations. I was Superintendent.
Yes, thank you. October brush pickup started yesterday, October 1st. Every road will be done in town one time in October. Once brush pickup is done, we're gonna start picking up leaves. There's several leaf piles out there already, and I'm sure time brush pickup's over, there'll be a lot more. So, and in the leaves, please just have the leaves. We do not want the grass clippings and the weeds from the gardens and brush and stuff that plugs up the leaf sucker machine. So, pretty much just leaves, but we will be around to pick up leaves until the snow flies, if we get any snow this year. But, that's all I have tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Selby, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. On September 30th, I attended the comprehensive plan. Clark, Patterson, and Lee did an awesome presentation. Thank them for that. And
Thank you.
I think there was a lot of input, a lot of well-attended for a final summary plan. It was very good to talk to some people about it. Nice to see Frank there and Pam. And, it was just a great presentation. I'd like to thank the Erie County Sheriffs for coming out tonight, and it's great that you guys are going to be more of a presence. Looking forward to our collaboration, and we had a very interesting, informative work session tonight, and I'm glad that we were settled on the budget, tentative budget, and did some compromising and great conversations, so it's always an interesting time of year. So that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilman Cardicini, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome Elizabeth Meyer into the junior firefighter program. There was an initiative last year to put that program together, and I know a lot of people worked hard on it. Welcome her, and also like to take a moment and thank all the firefighters for their work and dedication to the LoSAP review. You know, we have a good spirit of working together, and I know a lot of people, you know, through the audit process, there was a lot involved in that, and I just wanted to take a moment and thank each of the departments for their time and effort in that. Really happy to be turning the page on PenFlex. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Martin, you have the floor.
I actually have nothing to report, so.
All right, Madam, thank you. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you Supervisor Keating. The blood drive from yesterday, October 1st, was very successful. 37 units were collected, which helped save the lives of 111 local patients. The next blood drive will be Tuesday, November 5th, Election Day. That will not be held in the community room. That will be held here in the courtroom. So certainly reach out to Connect Life or Barbara Moore if you would like to donate blood for that event. There is a lot that is going on in October in the town of Boston. Hunting licenses are still on sale. Deer management permits, those ended yesterday, October 1st. The leftover DMPs will be available approximately November 1st. So from what I understand, bow season has started or will soon start. There are a lot of other events going on here with church dinners. Churchill will have their fish dinner. The St. John's Catholic Church will have the turkey dinner coming up. Monaco's has the corn maze, and our Red Barrel Cider Mill right here on Boston State Road is open for cider and apples. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I guess we'll start off with project updates. If anyone's been around Town Hall recently, they've probably seen the electrical contractors working on getting our generator installed for the Town Hall. So that is underway. Everything seems to be going, I know historically we had a couple hurdles we had to get over, but we trusted over those quite well. So that will hopefully be completed maybe by the end of the month, fingers crossed. We'll see how things play out there. Town Hall entry, I know we have some new forms down on the base out there, if anybody came in through the front steps. But we are still waiting on those columns to be put in, so once the columns are put in, and that'll button up that project and get that accomplished. I agree with Councilwoman Selby, and I do applaud and thank the public. We have some members of our committee here in our audience tonight, but between the committee, the schools, the community, the small business community, all that feedback goes into this comprehensive plan. And so it's not us as a town board, this is kind of a roadmap for whoever sits in these 5 chairs to kind of follow what we look at for the vision of the community. So it's a really good program, our comprehensive plan, great feedback, and even the senior congregate dining program has been having some fun. There's some charts downstairs in the community room, so we've been telling them to fill out some of their priorities there, and they've been marking that off. So it's really great to get, the riches. Yeah, we're getting, again, the engagement, that's what we're looking for. So really, this is a community thing, and I can't thank the community enough for coming together to get this updated, and hopefully it positions the town well into the future, at least the next 5 to 10 years, for any other grant funding, other funding opportunities that we can, keep our budget in line and try to claw, and kind of respectfully kind of claw your taxpayer money back, whether it's the state, the federal, or even at the county level. They need that MAP plan report to have, kind of your skin in the game for seeking funds. So good stuff there. We're still waiting on, I don't have a date, I wish I did, but we're still waiting on nets for the pickleball courts. I know there's been a lot of interest. It's great that they're there. The manufacturer has not been able to give us a date. I promise you, they're on order. We just need that shipping date and a tracking number, and I'll be sure to give you an update on what's going on with pickleballs, the nets, and we're also getting some pickleball paddle holders there. That was also another request by the community. EV charging, there's going to be a resolution at the next town board meeting for the pedestal, some of the additional, it's called make-ready work that needs to be done. But that was also funded thanks to some people who are in our audience tonight, our Conservation Advisory Council and others who helped the town get qualified for what's called Climate Smart Communities. It's not a real heavy lift, but there's a commitment as far as like LED lighting that gave us points. And as you get those points for taking those steps, we score on a kind of a ranking system and get grant monies for these projects. The next big one that we're working on is a potential for $40,000. We're just a few hundred points away from that. Mitch Tucker, who spoke earlier from the Conservation Advisory Council, we're a few hundred points away from getting $40,000 back into the community. So we'll continue to make improvements here that will benefit us all. There was some discussion. Some of you were downstairs regarding solar. Do plan on there's going to be, again, full disclosure, there will be some discussion at the next board meeting, just to toss it out there. This is for the seeker process. Again, this is the environmental impact side of things. That is the one reason that it's coming back before the town board. So keep your eyes out for the board packet, and you'll see some information there. The Deanna Drive subdivision, the lighting district is going to be established via the public hearing that we just scheduled. So that will get that underway. I almost forgot, my apologies. Bill Brunner from Brunner's Pizza, he donated 2 sheet pizzas for the comprehensive plan meeting. So, big shout out to Brunner's. They've always been very supportive of the town, whether it's fireworks or other things. So kudos to Bill and Brunner's being a big community partner on that. And those pizzas, we were joking downstairs that we don't know if it was the pizza that brought everybody in or the actual meeting, but we all had a good time. I would like to thank Donalyn Nuremberger. She was our assessment clerk. Sadly, she put in her letter at the last board meeting of resignation. She picked up a job in Cattaraugus County. It's a great opportunity for her, but we're losing a good person there. I did mention this earlier when I was going through the correspondence. NYSEG has held they're calling it community connection events. If you've been out on NYSEG's website, these were all held in September. There's a meeting on September 24th, the 25th, and 26th, and they're at different municipal buildings. And essentially what this is for is to come in and, this is again based off of public feedback. People come in, and express concern regarding their electric bills being very high in some cases. It doesn't apply to everybody, but for those one-off scenarios. So NYSEG is having a meeting next Tuesday down in the community room. It is going to be customer service agents. You don't have to dial an 800 number. You don't have to go through their phone tree, but you can come in. If you have a question regarding your bill, or if you look at your bill and you look at multiple months of estimated usage, whatever the reason is, you'll have somebody front and center. Please feel free to attend. You do not need to sign up. This is something where NYSEG is trying to do the outreach to help people. A lot of these, what they're finding is a lot of the cost increases are due to ESCOs. If you look at your billing statement, there's multiple different parts of your bill. On that ESCO, if you signed up for like an energy credit or other things, some of these ESCOs have raised their rates like 14, 15, 16, even as high as 17 cents per kilowatt that's actually being billed. So you have an initial fee on top of your service and your delivery. And that's attributing to the large bills. A lot of it comes down to the bills, but again, I said at the last meeting, I'll say it again, there are no smart meters here in Boston, at least yet. They are coming. You do have the option to opt out. But as far as your billing, if anybody is concerned about their bills, there will be an event next week.
Time?
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. Thank you. So this will be out on social media. The time is going to be from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, or I'm sorry, 4:30 to 6:30 next Tuesday, downstairs in the community room. And it will be out on the town's website and social media page. I did mention earlier about Works property that we, based off the code enforcement officer's determination, that need to be taken care of. So that was done. Again, I'd like to certainly thank the deputies that came out tonight. It's great to have a point of contact. And once I get that list for the supervisor group, I'll make sure that my fellow board members get all your contact information for sure, as well as our highway superintendent. We just talked about the budget presentation. That's next Wednesday, so it'll be a busy town hall night, evening session. But the budget presentation is next Wednesday. Please feel free to come out. That starts at 7 o'clock. And then that is actually all I have for tonight. I know it was quite a bit. So without further ado, I'll make a motion to end the meeting at 8:14 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby?
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried, meeting adjourned.